Well, I'm out for my morning walk. It's about 8 in the morning, and I have been camped out on some BLM land, so free camping out here. And this is Walker Lake, and I appear to be standing in quicksand. Let me move up here a little bit. I've kind of lost track as to how long I have been here. Been here a few days, and when I first got here I just intended to stay the night and then move on, but this has been a really great spot. So this is just south of Fallon, Nevada, and the closest little town is Hawthorne, and that's kind of off behind me here. It's been a nice spot. There have been very few people here, and it's just been so quiet and peaceful that even though I only intended to stay one night and move on, I just decided to stay here for a few days. And yeah, I'm not even sure how long I've been here. So there are a few little particular things about this spot, although I don't get too excited about downsides of free camping, but there are a couple. There is a highway that runs right beside the camping area here, and during the day you get a little bit of road noise. At night it really quiets down, but yeah, it hasn't bothered me at all at any part of the day. And the other thing is, this water looks pretty good from a distance, but it's I don't know, probably not water I'd want to get in and swim. Quite a bit of salt around the outside edge here of the lake, but from my camping area it is really pretty here. But I can't stay here forever. I'm running out of water, and more importantly I'm running out of coffee, so it is time to move on. So I am heading back to the van here, and I think I will make a little bit of breakfast and hit the road. Yeah, it really seems to me that most of the people that stop here just stop here to use that pit toilet, and then they get right back on the freeway and move along. Just very few people have been camped out here, which I find odd because, yes, this is a little bit close to a freeway, but as you can see, it's not a terribly busy freeway, at least not at the moment. Yeah, I really should be in a bigger hurry to get going, but two things. One, I'm not really in a big hurry to leave the spot just because it's been so peaceful and nice. I actually just met my neighbor for the first time. She's been here a few days, and I was telling her, hey, this spot's going to be all yours because I'm taking off. So she seemed to be happy about that. Not I don't know. She was super nice. And the other thing is, I don't actually have a real destination yet. I kind of have an area that I'm going towards, but I don't really have a destination either. So I should probably make my little breakfast and then also look at the map and try to get a little plan going. I might just come across another spot just like this that just comes up out of nowhere and looks good and I want to stay. That's entirely possible. Well, I just looked over the map and I'm not really seeing anything that jumps out at me as a place that I would want to stop within the next couple of hours of here, but figure I'm just going to start heading north and we'll see what we see. Whatever looks good, that will be where I stop. So I've stopped here in the little town of Yerington to fill up with gas. Gas is $5.12 a gallon, so that didn't seem too terribly bad. It's much more expensive between Vegas and here. So I figured, since I don't know where I'm going, better stay on top of the gas situation. So at $5.12 I figured not too terrible of a price. So I filled up in gas, and then as I was doing that, I noticed they had a water and ice machine. And I thought, hey, I can get water while I'm here. Just get done all the things that I need at once. Except that water machine is 50 cents a gallon. 50 cents a gallon. It's a little rich for my blood. It's funny. Gas is not terribly expensive, but water is. I think I'll hold off on the water for now. Hopefully I can find some cheaper or maybe even free. I saw a sign that said rest area, so I pulled over because I thought, you know, it might be time to eat a little something. Just look at how beautiful this is. I had no idea. So out in this area is the National Forest, Toyabe National Forest. I don't know how to pronounce that. I should know how to pronounce that. I've been to this National Forest before. Not this part, but another part in California. Well, I guess in Nevada too, but it's a big national forest. But anyway, yeah, this is kind of a little edge of it. What a beautiful spot, and what a beautiful rest area. Now, I've decided to just do a little snack. I've got some cheese and crackers. Oh, these are Vasa crackers. I don't know if you know these things. They're a little strange. They're just kind of like flatbread. I believe they're made in Germany, and they're really strong. So they work really well for kind of a backup bread situation for me. Most bread has ingredients in it that I just can't eat. It's on my bad list, so I make tortillas now and then when I can, but if it's warm out, I don't really like to make tortillas. So today it's only about 80 degrees, so I mean that's pretty nice really, but I don't really want to spend time making tortillas right now, so I just cracked into my backup here of these crackers, and they're good once in a while. They're pretty dry, and they have an interesting texture if you've never had these Vasa crackers before. They come in a variety of flavors, but these are the rye crackers. Then they're just rye flour with salt, and they use some water to make the dough, but that's it. This is an interesting area because on one side of this little river is National Forest, and on the other side of the river is BLM, which means there's free camping both sides of the river for a little ways up here. And that has me thinking that I probably should have bought drinking water when I was back in Yerington, because you never know when you're going to come across an area like this where you could just get off the road and camp for a little bit, even if it was just for a day or 2 days. But because I don't have much drinking water on hand, I'm just not apt to stop anywhere. I think I'm just going to keep going till I get to another city where I can get more supplies. I need a little bit of food anyway, but I always keep a bunch of backup food, just like those Vasa crackers. I keep a bunch of stuff that I can just pull out and use when I need to. So, you know, things like rice and oatmeal and canned goods, that all can just sit under my bed in my storage until I need it for some reason. Then I replenish it if I use it. So I have used some of my canned goods over the last couple of weeks. So that's kind of my idea today, is get to a city where I can get some more food, stock up on the stuff that I used, and then obviously I need water, drinking water too. Anyway, just a little thought that I should always be thinking and always get drinking water when I have the chance, because you never know when you're going to find a spot like this that is pretty cool, pretty nice. I would like to hang out in for a little while. Now, if you're wondering why I don't just stay here for a little bit today and just put my feet up and kick back and hang out for a little while, I did think about doing that, and I was just about to do that, and then I noticed a kind of peculiar odor wafting from one of the campers, I think, across the river. They seem to be smoking, and that smoke is kind of coming in my direction. So it's not something that I really like, so I just decided to move on. It is odd. I did want to yell over to them that I think there's something wrong with their tobacco because it's kind of skunky smelling. So I was going to yell to them, you might want to check your tobacco. I think it's gone bad. But, I don't know who they are, and they don't know me, so I'm just going to move on and get back to driving. Well, that's cool. There's an RV dump station right there. I didn't even notice it when I pulled in. Okay, I've been driving for about 2 hours. Not at once, of course, but altogether about 2 hours. And I feel like I'm done. I feel like I've done enough driving today. So I saw Walmart here. I pulled over not necessarily because I like shopping at Walmart. It's probably my least favorite place to shop. But I just need to get out and stretch my legs and kind of decide where I'm going to end up today. I'm not in a real big hurry, so I'm thinking this town might be a good one to stop at, but I'm going to walk around Walmart for a minute and then decide. Okay, I'm glad I went into Walmart here because I got myself another pair of pants, and I've been looking for these pants in particular for quite some time, months and months actually. I just haven't been able to find them in black, which is my preferred color, and my size. Most of the Walmarts around Southern California don't carry my size. I don't know why. They go down to 34 waist and nothing smaller. I normally wear a 32 waist. So it's been a little issue finding these pants in stock somewhere, and I'm kind of loath to buying anything online. I did look to see if I could get them online, and of course, Amazon has them. Yes, of course, they always have everything. In this case, Walmart worked out for me. Now, I wanted these pants in particular because I've normally been using these Columbia pants. So there's some advantages and disadvantages with these Columbia pants. Being that they're all nylon, I can wash them myself and they dry really quickly. In this type of weather, they dry in an hour usually. And even in damp weather, they dry in 2 or 3 hours at the most. So the one little caveat here is I would get water for free at the beach, like from a beach shower, and then it would work out for me to wash these. So if I had a day where I was going to be sitting and doing just something like editing or lots of cooking or something, I would just wash these, hang them up to dry, and utilize the free water. Now, I haven't had free water so much lately, and so I have been wearing these a little bit too long. I have 2 pair, and I really should be swapping them out sooner than I have been. So they've been getting really stinky, and that's not something that I want because I do have to interact with people now and then. Go into a grocery store, you don't want to smell like a homeless person. So I've been wanting another pair, but the one other little caveat with these pants is being that they're a synthetic fiber, they get stinky really fast and they hold on to BO really well. That's not a good thing. Why do I say it like that? They really hold on to BO, and so it makes washing them a little bit more difficult. And I've been looking for something else to replace them, and I thought that maybe these Wranglers would work because they are almost 100% cotton, which means they're not going to get quite as stinky as quickly. and I think I'll be able to wash these myself, and I think that they're going to dry just as quick. Well, probably not just as quick, but they should dry fairly quick. My other little problem with these is they keep blowing out in different areas. Like I've got pockets that are blown out and seams that are blown out. This particular pair I've got to do some surgery on, and I do have a needle and thread, and I can just fix them by hand, and I've been doing that, and it seems like I have to do it a lot, and as they're getting older, they're having more areas that are blown out and more areas that I need to go back over and fix, and I'm getting a little tired of that. And these, I bought these for almost $50 a pair, where these Wranglers are just under $20 a pair. So I'd rather not buy these anymore if these cotton ones will work. I think cotton's just a better way to go. I find cotton pants to be a lot more comfortable and cool to wear in the heat. So I'm going to test these out, and hopefully they work out, and hopefully I don't need to keep going with these pants that have just a lot of little drawbacks. So I still need to get some groceries and water especially. Water's high on the list here today. And I am in Carson Valley. I don't know if I said that before. I'm really absent-minded today. Had my thoughts mostly on driving and trying to figure out where I wanted to go. I'm hoping this might be a place that I can stay for a little bit. And especially looking at the map, Carson Valley here has one of my favorite grocery stores. So that's why I wasn't concerned about buying groceries here at Walmart. I am just going to head a couple miles down the road and go to a grocery store that I would much rather be shopping at. I am very happy to be able to shop at a grocery outlet again, though I didn't buy much. Oddly, it says I saved $22.22 on my receipt here. I'm not sure that's accurate, but there were some good deals. For one, I got some coffee. This is a light roast Lavazza, and I don't think I've seen light roast from them before, but for $2.97, I am more than happy to give this a try. That is a deal. And let's see, I needed butter, and I like buying butter here because at grocery outlet because it's usually a lot less than anybody else. Bought some ground beef. That was $6.50. I bought some sour cream. Have something in mind for this. I wanted to buy more eggs, but they didn't have any soy-free eggs, and all they had were white eggs, and honestly, white eggs kind of freak me out a little bit. I like brown eggs. Give me a blue egg or a green egg, whatever, but I just don't like the white eggs. So I skipped the eggs. I've been craving apples, so I bought a bag of apples. I think these are $3 for the bag, and they just happen to be organic. I didn't really care, honestly. I just wanted apples. And then, of course, I could never just go into a grocery store and buy like good healthy stuff. So I bought a pint of Tillamook ice cream and cold brew chocolate chip. So coffee, chocolate chip, $2.50 for a pint. That's not too bad for Tillamook, I don't think. So got some expensive items, but I think all stuff I need. Oh, I need water. I gotta go to get water. There's a Rayleigh's just, I think it's a block away or something, so that should be done and done quickly, and I need a nap. Well, for a minute there, I was thinking, oh good, it's a Smith's, not a Rayleigh's. That's even better, except there's no water machine here at Smith's. There is a water spigot at the fuel center, And I did think about going over there and using it, but I feel a little funny about using it because I'm not buying anything here at Smith's. If I were buying gas or food or something, I would absolutely feel comfortable using it. But I'm not buying anything here, so I think I will go over to Rayleigh's and see if they have a water machine. Water is going to be a little important here because there's a little heat wave going on for a couple of days here, so it's a little warm right now. I don't know if you can tell. I'm a little sweaty, so I need water. I can't just put it off until tomorrow. Oh yeah, okay, so Rayleigh's to the rescue. They did have a water machine in the store, but it was all the way in the back of the store, which meant I had to take my water jug, my 5-gallon water jug, back into the back of the store. Once it was filled up, I had to take it all the way back out and out to the end of the parking lot here, where I always park. I always park way out. So, had my little workout today. But this was actually a good thing because I wanted some bread. I mean, preferably I'd prefer tortillas, but I wanted some bread, and I figured Rayleigh's is probably a better place. I like Rayleigh's for bread better than the other places, and I haven't tried this one yet. This is from a local company, so, well, local from California, from Truckee. So, sourdough, bread. I don't have to make tortillas. That's good because it's hot. Well, I would like to find a place to sit for a few minutes, and preferably a park that I can just hang out for the rest of the day, I hope. Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for, so this will work. It's quite toasty outside. I thought I was going to have to hook up my little mini swamp cooler, but it's nice and cool in the back of the van here, so I don't think I need it as long as I'm in here. Up in the cab, though, whole different story. It's just one of the little benefits of not having glass back here is it stays nice and cool in the summer, nice and warm in the winter. Nobody's going to believe me, but I've just said it again. And look, I've got apples. I am very happy. You'd think I'd be excited about the ice cream, but I'm actually more excited about having apples, finally. I've been craving these for so long. You know, I always find it interesting when I travel to new places that I'm not really familiar with. Of course, I've been to Nevada before, but I'm not real familiar with how they do things here. And it's interesting just to see the little changes. I can give you a for instance. Traveling up on freeways here the last couple of days, you know, if you look at a sign that says speed limit and a 7 and a 0, that actually means 90 miles an hour speed limit. I didn't know that. So one of the little things that I have been learning here since I've been in Nevada. Seems like a really great state. I'm happy to be here. I just need to make one little point here. I didn't mean to imply that I was doing 90 miles an hour. I never go 90 miles an hour. Seriously, I am all about fuel mileage, so I make people pretty upset. I pretty much just go 60, maybe 65. I don't care what the speed limit is. You can go around me. You know, there's another lane. You can use it and go around me. That's how I feel about freeways and going quickly on them. I want good fuel mileage, so I'm not doing over the speed limit or even, you know, the posted speed limit of 90 miles an hour that they have here in Nevada. Just a little point I wanted to make sure you understood. All right, I'm going to put my feet up here and sit back. I don't think I'm going to take a nap. I've got a little planning to do. I'm not sure I want to stay in this town. I'm not sure exactly what town I'm in, other than I'm in Carson Valley. I like this town. It's really cool. People are nice. Everything's good here. A little warm right now today, but it's supposed to be much better tomorrow. My only real issue is I have almost no cell service here for some reason. And that's kind of a bit of an issue for me when I need to plan where I'm going and I need to do work and all that. So Not sure I'm going to stay here, so I'll see if I can get enough cell service here and figure out what I'm going to do. I don't mind staying here one night and not having any service, but I'll need some service eventually to kind of plan out where I'm going to go, because I'm not going to stay here forever. Well, I fell asleep for a little bit. I guess I needed a little nap. Didn't take a long nap, but I did fall asleep when I was trying to stay awake. Anyway, to wake myself up, I took a little walk around the park here. It is beautiful here. You can actually get a little glimpse of the Sierra. I've learned not to add another S to the end of that. I don't know if this has happened to you, but don't ever say Sierras. People will jump all over you. Apparently Sierra is plural by itself. I don't quite know how, but I do know to only say Sierra. That's it, no other S. Anyway, off on a little tangent there. I've had a couple of cases where somebody has just jumped all over me, and the first time thought, okay, I'm learning something new, and the second time it's like, whoa, I just made a little mistake. Settle down. Anyway, it is beautiful outside right now. The temperature has dropped. It's just absolutely perfect. This area is a little buggy though, so lots of little flying bugs and insects around. I guess nothing can be perfect, right? But I need to make a little dinner. I am actually not hungry, and I'm not really sure why, but I think I'll just make a grilled cheese sandwich with some of the sourdough that I got, and it'll be quick and easy, and I can always go back and make dinner later. Second dinner, I usually call it. But I think I'm just going to do a simple little sandwich for now. A coffee might be nice too. Okay, you're all going to get after me here. This is dinner. So grilled cheese sandwich, but I added some pepperoni because I have pepperoni, so why not? And it makes it extra nice. So yes, I will need to eat something else that actually has some real nutrition in it, but this is going to be dinner for right now. Now, to quickly take your mind off of my terrible dinner, look at those clouds. How's that for a distraction, right? Look at those clouds. That is just awesome. I can't believe it. It's already 8:30, so I need to think about finding a place to park and getting some sleep. I think there's a place to park right nearby, but before I leave here, I think I'm going to do what I did the other night when I was in Vegas, which is move my duvet and put it underneath my mattress. It's kind of my summer setup. I don't really have another place to put the duvet, and so it's just the easiest place to put it. It does get smashed down, but I mean, it fluffs back up really quickly, so it doesn't seem to be a problem. But I'm going to do that now because I think tomorrow it's going to be warm again like it was today, although I don't think it's supposed to be quite as warm. But hopefully I'm not going to need that duvet for a little bit, at least a couple of days. So unless I take off into the mountains. But there's not much of a chance that's going to happen, is there? There really isn't an easy way to do this. Okay, finding a parking spot was easier than I thought. I just searched for an apartment complex on Google and came over to an area with a few different apartment complexes, and I'm just parked on the street right with all the other cars. So seems like a nice quiet neighborhood, and hopefully it'll be fine. Don't see why it wouldn't be. I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it.